Hey there, I'm excited to show you how to use Figma's newest feature, variables, to easily create tooltips for your prototypes. Let's get started. Suppose our goal is to display a navigation bar solely with icons and then show the labels of the navigation items as tooltips that appear when the mouse hovers over them. Let's start by creating a straightforward navigation bar that only displays icon as navigation item. To do this, first we will need to create an icon component, then we can proceed to create the navigation item with hover states. Let's start by creating a basic navigation bar using only icons as navigation items. First, we will need to create an icon component. Next, we will create a navigation item component that includes hover states. Let's use basic shapes for creating icons. Create a component set. Name it icon. Let's change the background color so that you can see the icons. Name them accordingly. My icons are named accordingly. Next, let's create the navigation item. I hold the option and dragging it to make a copy. Make in the auto. Let's frame it and the auto layout. I use Shift A to auto layout the element. We don't need spacing. Let's keep 16 and 16 and give some background color. Give some rounded corners. Maybe I'll give 8 and make it a component. Command Option K. Now it is another component. I'll name it navigation item. Add a variable to it. This is default state. Let me change the name. And this is going to be our hover state. In the hover state, let's make it a little darker. Then let me increase the size of it a little bit. Make it 20, and prototype mode and link it and change it to while hovering and add smart animation. We'll make it ease out 120 milliseconds. Next thing, we need to add the tooltip. Let's come out of the prototype mode. This is going to be our tooltip. Frame in auto layout, 0 spacing. Let's make 8 and 4. Give a color. I'm going to use five nine. Hit around the corner of 8 pixels. And the font text, font color is going to be this. Now we have our tooltip. Let's apply shadow. Even for this I want to have shadows. For this I want to have a white color shadow, 1 pixel Y axis and 0 blur. Make it 100%. Now our basic framework is ready. I'm going to add this tooltip to the hover state. Grab this and move it. First let me name it as a tooltip. So since this is an auto layout, when I keep this inside this auto layout, it is making the button width increase. For that, let's choose this absolute position so that we can move it. Now our tooltip is ready. Now let's create our navigation bar with this component. Select option, drag it on the canvas. Make it auto layout. Give like 16 pixels. And I want to give a color to this background. D4. That's it. Give it rounded corner. This is our navigation bar. Now select the navigation item. Press Command D to duplicate. Here I need to expose the nested elements. To do that, select the component, add place, next to the properties, select nested instances and select the icon. Now if you go to our navigation bar, you can select the item and select the next item, another icon, this way. Now our navigation bar is ready. Now if I preview the prototype, I can see the tooltip, but I want different tooltip or labels for each item. To achieve that, first let me increase the font size of this tooltip. I think this is, yeah, let's make it 16. I think this is enough. To do the tooltip labels as labels for the navigation items, I need to create a local variable and select the variable type as string and name it as, yeah, tooltip, and this is going to be, yeah, let's also call it as label. This is done. Now let's map that variable to the tooltip. So selecting this variable icon, select the tooltip. Now this is our tooltip variable. Now if I come here, I see the label. Now I want to have different labels for different items. To achieve that, select the navigation item, go to the prototype mode. We already have a hover state, click that and add another action. This time select set variable and select the tooltip, the variable which I have created, and I can add star for the star navigation item. Similarly, I could do the same for other items. Add another action with variable tooltip star. Sorry, I think for this I need to add rectangle. For this, add another variable, select the variable to welcome. Select the ellipse, set variable to ellipse. Now let's fetch the prototype. Done. If I have to add another navigation item, and let's say I have another icon, so an arrow, for instance. With the component, right inside the icon component, if you put an arrow in here, I select arrow. Let's change the color of arrow to white. Go to the comp variable, change it to arrow. Working fine. Thanks for watching.